maize plantation. It's a mixed maize and beans plantation. We planted around 3 weeks ago, and they're all green, doing well. They're around 1.5 feet tall. We did weeding recently, just 3 days ago, and yeah, I did a mixed cropping of beans and maize. I used the Roscoco beans and the yellow beans, yellow green. And for the maize, I planted Pioneer 30 G19, and I did plant using the dimensions of 75 centimeters row to row, and around 25 centimeters hole to hole, that is stem to stem. And for the beans, I intercropped in between the rows of maize, so the beans also came up to be 75 centimeters apart, because it's row for maize and row alternating with the row for beans. They are looking pretty fine, as you can see. These are big acreage, and we also did weeding recently, just 2 days ago, and as you can see, we top dressed immediately after weeding. We top dressed with the CAN, calcium ammonium nitrate, and urea. And okay, it hasn't rained since we did the top dressing and weeding, but we are hoping, because these are usually a heavy rainy area, so we expect the rains to come anytime from today, and the fertilizer will be able to soak in. Normally this Busia area, the temperatures, the humidity, and the rainfall are usually friendly for the maize and beans. And normally we have 2 seasons in a year. So this is the first season, starts around March up to June, July, August, harvesting. Then the second season starts around September, it's the shortest, to December. Yeah, so we harvest twice. So for these 6 acres, this part is 6 acres, there's another one for 8 acres. I employed labor, manual, for the weeding, so I had to hire around 30 people, and these 30 people worked on it in the farm for 4 days. They were able to complete, which was pretty marvelous. I also considered the option of herbicides, but I did not use them for the obvious reasons of the long-term impact of chemicals on the farm. The need to preserve our farms, and also to ensure that future generations inherit farms that have been well catered for. So that's why I avoided and decided to go the other longer route of employing manual labor, which fared on pretty well. Didn't turn out to be so expensive as such. So when the rains come, I expect the green to be even darker green. Although it doesn't look really bad, it's still quite fine. And as you can see, the mixed cropping is still something that is feasible. We don't need really necessarily to do monocropping. And for the beans, I did 3 per hole, spaced 25 centimeters apart and 75 centimeters row to row. And I planted beans without the fertilizer, but for the maize I used DAP some parts, and some parts I used NPK. And during top dressing, ended up top dressing everything. I did CAN for beans and also did CAN for maize, Then some parts of maize where I saw there was need for more vegetative growth, I did urea from Amidas. Amidas is Yara. Yeah. So far, check out for my next update after the rains and some like 1 or 2 weeks when the maize and the beans are responded to the top dressing and the weeding that you've just done. This is the 3rd week after planting. Thank you.